Now, John, I'm going to have you stir slowly and gently. I want you to stir up from the bottom and then in a figure 8. You're going to stir for about a minute. After you've stirred the whole minute, then I want you to hold the spoon steady in the middle, and it just stops the milk from moving. So now that we've got it stirred in and blended together, we're just going to let it rest. So we're going to cover it up with a cheese ladder and with a cloth. Flies can bring putrefaction to your cheese. John, I'm going to have you lift off the ladder and the cloth, and I'm going to test it for a clean break. So I'm going to stick the end of my finger in, I'm going to lift, and see how that curd makes a nice straight line. So we're going to cut the curd. We use a nice long knife, and you just put it in, and we're going to cut it in about 1-inch cubes all the way down to the bottom. When you cut the curds, you're actually creating more surface area that more whey can come out. So at this point, what we want to do is separate the liquid part of the milk from the solid part of the milk.
Okay.
Always making sure you get all the way to the bottom. You can see the whey is already starting to quickly come out in all that surface area that we've created. So now we're just going to cover it back up with our ladder and the cloth to keep the flies out again. And we're going to let it rest another hour or hour and a half. Okay, this is looking real good, John. You can see that the curd has sunk way down. Look how much whey we've got on the top of the pan and the curd underneath. So now at this point, we're just going to put it back on the stove and begin to heat it.
So you originally broke these up an hour and a half ago when you cut it up, but now you're even continuing to break these longer strips up.
So yes, we are breaking them up. As we stir, we're breaking each of the bigger pieces smaller and smaller as we go, and we'll continue to do that. And as we break it, it throws off even more whey. This is the stage when it's going to really start to throw off a lot of the liquid very fast. We're going to slowly heat it up to 100 degrees. At that point, it will have the proper texture. So unfortunately, you cannot hurry this stage along. If you do heat it too quickly, you will actually form a skin on the curds and it will not release the whey properly. So your cheese will be wet and it will not age properly.